everyone, and welcome to my art channel. And this is the first card in my series of heart cards. And what heart cards means to me is art journaling. There's a big shadow here. Maybe I should turn this light on. There we go. That's not so bad. Art journaling, but putting it on a greeting card. So I'm just going to start that right now. So my first card, as usual, you guys know when I art journal, I talk all the way through it. And sometimes it's a message, and sometimes the message might be for you, or it's just for me, and I just want to hear myself talk, but whatever. But I'm going to start off with this stencil. I can't remember where I got the stencil. It was, somebody made it. Like they actually punched it out. Can you see? It's the coolest thing. But I'm going to use this stencil. And I'm just going to spray. Oh, I guess I should tell you, this card was 4 by 8. And I wanted it just to go inside like a legal envelope. I might trim, well, this will fit. Let's just check it out, because you don't want to go through all that work and then the card doesn't fit in the envelope, you know. Yeah, that's perfect. So this is 4 by 8. Perfect. You know how things are synchronistic? The fact that I'm doing this card right in this moment is exactly perfectly, and I'll tell you why. I was just on the phone having a conversation, I won't say who with, and we were talking about this art show that's happening downtown at the art gallery right now. And they were asking me if I was going, and I said no. And they were saying, well, I got so-and-so to get their art in there. And I said, yeah. I said, I don't think it's that hard to get your art in there, because they asked me to put mine in there. And I just thought, no, it's just too much work. I didn't want to. And then the person I was talking to on the phone says, well, so-and-so is really, really good, and they really need to have their art seen. And you're kind of like, So what are they implying? You're not really good? Or you can choose to take it personally, and do you know what I mean? Like, it's because I'm just about to start this art. Well, I still got straight line. Oh, no, it's not so bad. Kind of cool looking. You know, you're just about to start this heart card series with art on it, and then on this, someone on the phone is implying that, well, you know, I know you do art, but this other person is so good. So I just said, okay, well, I'll talk to you later, bye. Like, I didn't comment. I didn't, because I could have said, so what are you trying to say, or what do you know, but I thought, no. Try not to take things personally. That's their opinion. They can say whatever they want. And so the whole point of this whole card is basically peeling the layers away of yourself, because for so long you've kind of let everybody, you or me, I'll speak for myself, me, you have shown yourself the way you think everybody else wants you to be. And that is so true, because I was feeling that with making those wisdom dolls and stuff, and I thought, ooh, people are going to think I'm weird. People are going to think these are, you know what I mean? And then I thought, no, I feel the calling to make them. I'm going to make them. I don't care what people think. And then I get that call, and I just thought, no, I don't really care what you think. This art is great for me. I find it very therapeutic. If you ever took the time to look at some of my art, you might think it was interesting, and you might think it was, you know what I mean? Art is not bad. Art is in the eye of the beholder. If you find a meaning in a piece of art, it could have been drawn by a 6-year-old. It doesn't matter. Art is not measured by who's good or who isn't. There are a lot of people that are naturally gifted and have technique to draw faces and things more realistically and absolutely beautifully. Like Richard is very, very gifted. But that does not mean he'd be the last person to say something like that. So I think it's time for us to just be who we really are instead of what other people think we're supposed to be. Like, I was like, ugh, like, you know what? I don't care what you say. I'm still doing my video. So anyway, doesn't it look pretty? Then I took a yellow doily. I'm going to take a yellow, and I'm crunching it up. I'm going to put it up sort of in this area here. But before I do that, I'm going to take some white paint and a smushy thing. That's my technical tool for this thing that I've used to death, and I've even cut the top off so many times because this just, you know, my smushy tool. And I want to tone down some of this a little bit. I just don't want it to be so in your face, white. I mean, blue. I'm shaking the camera a bit. I'm just going to do that all over the card. Anyway, I just glued that down to represent my son. Those of you that have been watching me for a long time know that I express myself best through lyric and song. It just, I don't know what it does, like especially when I'm hearing it and hear the music, just moves my soul. Like it's just incredible. And there's the latest CD I've been really listening to is Songversation by India Arie. And there's a song in there called Break the Shell. And she says, child, it's time to break the shell. And you can experience life if you're inside yourself all the time. And, you know, it might be scary, might be painful, might hurt, but that's life. And you have to experience life, and you have to let those people that say things that you take personally and you take hurtfully, they may not even meant them that way, like that phone conversation. It probably wasn't a slant on me at all, but I chose to take it that way. You know, well, so-and-so is really good. They did not say, you're not good. They just said, so-and-so is really good. You know what I mean? Like, don't get caught up in all that, and don't take things personally, and don't let that stop you. Crack that shell anyway. Birds never fly until they crack out of their shell, you know? So that's what you have to do. It's not easy, but you got to do it. Then you can let the real you out. And don't wait till you're 65 years old like me to figure out who I'm still learning. I remember one time, I'm taking this Gilder's Paste Wax, and it's patina, and I got this from Scrap and Abby. It is so awesome. It's almost like soap. And I'm just going to rub it around the edge here because it kind of echoes the colors that I've got in this card. But I remember one time I was doing a class called Soothing the Creative Soul, a workshop. And I was getting people to do, reviews and recommendations. So I asked my mom, because she had taken Soothing the Soul several times from me. And when she answered it, she was 80. And she said, it just reminds me that I'm still learning at 80. And that is so true. I am still learning. You're always learning. You learn till you die. And these are things you have to learn and grow, and that's what makes you a better person, a more developed person, a more complex person. You learn and learn and learn about who you are, and don't stop. Just keep on going. Don't be afraid of it, because when you're peeling away all these layers, sometimes there's parts of you see that aren't the prettiest. And you're like, ooh, I don't want to know that about myself. But in order to change that, you have to experience that, you know. It's always that saying, you never experience true joy until you know the opposite, right? So that's the same to do with ourselves. We're not going to know the wonderful being that we are if we don't see the other side too. Okay, so I got that patina on there. Doesn't that look pretty? I love this stuff. Just so awesome. Whoa. Okay, So I'm going to put this aside for right this second. And then I'm going to show you the stamp set. These are from Unity Stamps. And I'm not exactly sure what set it's from. Let me find the other one. So there's this girl. You can see her there. She's got balloons. And then there's an egg. They're both from two different sets. So I already pre-stamped it just to save some time. So I'm just going to go ahead and color this. And then when I'm finished coloring, I will be back. As they say, I'll be back. Okay, that was a whole bunch of fun coloring. I love coloring because when you're coloring, you're thinking, you know. And while I was coloring this, I was thinking, you know what? We do not need validation from anybody but ourselves. Really, we don't. You don't need, unless you're a minor, obviously, you need approval. But as an adult person, you don't need validation from anybody. Right now, I am using, I think this is Wink of Stella. I'm not even sure. Yes, it's Wink of Stella. And Wink of Stella is the stuff that kind of makes things, I'll hold it up close. It shimmers them. So everything that is pink, can you see the one I just did right here? Where is she? Right there. It'll shimmer it. So everything that's pink, I'm going to give it a little brush of Wink of Stella. And it just gives it that extra little, you know, glitter. I think that one's pink, even if it isn't. Oh, well. And there's one over there, and over there, and in between this little balloon is pink. And her hair ribbon is pink, and her belt. And so are her little shoes. And then I'm also going to see the little dots on her dress. I'm going to just give them each a little dot of Wink of Stella. There. Not pretty? And we'll do the same thing on the flowers on the egg here. So the only pink is that one. Okay? I wanted to add this, this is just like a vine, and I'm not sure what it's made out of. It's not felt, it's almost ribbony. So I just want to add this little piece, like just running up the side of the card over here. It almost makes the sun look like a flower, but it won't look like that once I add all the rest of the elements on. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and glue on my little girly. You see, I want her up kind of in the sky, like there. And then I want my egg. I don't know if you guys noticed that was an egg or if I even said. Yeah, I think I did. Down here, kind of broken. You see? Like that. And then on the typewriter, I got my new typewriter. I love it. It's We Are Memory Keepers typewriter, and it's this pretty green color. And I typed out the lyrics, the shell, or part of the lyrics. And it says, "You cannot touch the sky from inside yourself. You cannot fly until you break the shell," by India Arie. So I'm going to cut that out and put that on the card as well. So I will be back once I've applied all that stuff. So we have our card almost done. You cannot touch the sky from inside yourself. You cannot fly until you break the shell, by India Arie. So what I'm going to do, and you can see until you break the shell, we've got our little egg shell here. I'm going to take my pick pen here, and I want it to kind of look like she's flying. So I'm just going to put some marks down here. You know, these kind of there, so it looks like she's taken flight from inside the shell, you see? And then to finish this off, I'm going to take my favorite, where is it? My pencil, here it is. You guys know these are Inktense pencils. And go around, all around everything, and then blend it in with my water pen. I can't remember the names of all this stuff, but you know what I mean. These pens where you put water in here. So I'm going to go around and blend all that in. So here is the finished card all done. You can see the words on it. It looks so pretty. And then on the back, I just signed them. I put heart cards and by Monica. And that's the back. And on the inside, I just put a white place so you could write your sentiment. And I used my little border punch so that the ends here had a little bit of interest to them. So there's the card, and I hope you guys like it. I made 2 of them. Can you believe it? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep one to give away, and the other one I'm going to put in my Etsy store. I haven't got it up and running yet, but pretty soon I'll have it all up and running, and I'll let you know, and then you can go over there and purchase whatever you want. I'll have my wisdom dolls in there, and I'll have some of these heart cards. And remember to find that person in you, not the one who everybody thinks you should be, but the one you know you are. Follow your passion. Break that shell. Thank you so much for watching and rejoining me on my art journey, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.